Why can't I leave?
No, you're here.
Am I trapped in here?
You're trapped.
Oh my God, I'm starting to have anxiety.
The door's locked.
Okay,
Door's
good.
locked.
Number 30. Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee. After being stolen from their house by an electrician, Pamela Anderson's and her then-husband Tommy Lee's 1998 honeymoon tape wound up making its way online. The footage remained accessible online as a result of Pamela's settlement with the distribution business when she filed a lawsuit. Ever since the incident, she has made jokes about it. During a stand-up routine, she said, "Did you see that Hulk Hogan got $115 million for his tape? That pissed me off. All I got were some stupid Motley Crue tickets." It seems the tape's legal sales alone brought in $77 million in less than a year. Since then, Pamela has joked about the incident and has become known for her self-deprecating sense of humor. She has also become an advocate for victims of revenge porn and has spoken out against it. Number 29. Pamela Anderson and Bret Michaels. Though Pam's legendary frolic with Tommy Lee is her most well-known tape, Anderson also recorded one with her former boyfriend, Bret Michaels. The Poison musician opened up about his attempts to prevent the film's 1998 release when he went to court and won a temporary injunction to prevent Internet Entertainment Group from publishing the video, which the business claimed was provided by one of Michaels' friends. Michaels reportedly fought Anderson's attempt to publish the recording for at least $100,000 and complained that Anderson had not put much effort in to support him in his campaign. What I'm jonesing to find out, and I cannot figure out for the life of me, is why Pamela is not A, stopping this tape, or B, writing to these guys to stop the tape, Michaels told MTV at the time. It makes no sense to me. I cannot figure it out. I have the original copy. I have it. No one's ever touched it. No one's ever gotten to it. I have it, period, end of story, and it's never gone out. So I'm anxious to find out who gave them this tape or a copy of this tape, and now they're forced to disclose it. And no, I've never taken a cent, not a penny. These guys have cost me a lot of money, and they're going to pay for it. Number 28. Kim Kardashian and Ray J. Kim Kardashian is a successful businesswoman who's made a name for herself and her family. Nonetheless, the 2002 tape she recorded with her then-boyfriend, Ray J, gave her career a major boost. The pornographic company Vivid Entertainment released the video, titled Kim Kardashian Superstar, in 2007. Kim first filed a lawsuit to prevent the distribution, but ultimately reached a settlement for an estimated $5 million. Since its premiere, the film is said to have brought in $100 million. Said Vivid's Steve Hirsch, "It was a very difficult time, and ultimately we were able to come to an agreement. It was a very difficult deal to get done. Probably the hardest deal we've ever done. Kim did not want it to happen. I know people have speculated on whether she planned the release of the tape from the beginning, but the facts are the facts. A lot of nonsense has been reported over the years." Kim, meanwhile, opened up to Oprah about the tape. "I think that's how I was definitely introduced to the world, so I'd like to think that I am, aware. I'm not naive to that fact. That's pretty much how I was introduced to the world. It was a negative way, so I felt like I really had to work 10 times harder to get people to see the real me. I felt humiliated." Kim continues to face criticism due to the tape. Number 27. Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe's career in entertainment was gravely jeopardized in 1988 by a video controversy that occurred before the internet. In a 2019 interview with SiriusXM's The Jess Cagle Show, Lowe appeared to have grown over the experience and even gave credit to the event, at least partially, for motivating his sobriety. "It's one of the reasons I got sober," he said. "I woke up one day and was like, what am I doing with my life? People talk about it. I go, I think it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Honestly, I do, 'cause it got me sober. Sober got me married. I've been married 29 years and I have 2 great sons. I don't think any of that happens without going through that scandal. I really don't." Number 26. Gene Simmons and Elsa the energy drink model. A celebrity tape featuring Gene Simmons, the legendary member of Kiss, went viral online in 2008. Set to Foreigner's I Wanna Know What Love Is soundtrack, the video starred the artist alongside Elsa, an Austrian energy drink spokesmodel whose last name is never revealed on camera. On his personal website, Simmons posted a comment on the audio at the time. It said, "You may have heard or seen garbage that has sprung up from my past. Rest assured the proper legal team is looking at all ramifications and options." A few weeks before the third season of Simmons' A&E reality show Gene Simmons' Family Jewels premiered, the tape was released. This led to some conjecture that the extremely offensive audio wasn't leaked accidentally, but rather was a staged publicity ploy intended to create buzz for the show. Number 25. Paris Hilton and Rick Solomon. The 2003 launch of Paris Hilton's tape was not meant for public consumption. After the tape was recorded, poker player Rick Solomon sued the tape's distributor and Hilton's family, saying, according to EW, that they, quote, falsely accused him of making the video without her consent. Solomon also filed a number of other cases. It's impossible to overstate the effect this had on Hilton's public persona, and like Kim Kardashian, she became a target of slut-shaming as a result. It's really hurtful because my whole life I really looked up to Princess Diana, all these elegant, amazing women, and I feel like Solomon just took all that away from me, she stated to Marie Claire. I could have been like that, but because of the tape, I will always be judged and thought of as whatever they say about me because of a private moment between my boyfriend and me. I wish I had never met him. That is actually the one regret in my life. I wish that I had never met that guy. I could not leave my house for months. I was so depressed, humiliated, I didn't want to be seen in public. Hilton filed a $30 million lawsuit against the company that sold the tape, which was dismissed. Solomon then decided to sell the tape to Red Light District Video, which called it One Night in Paris. The reality personality and hotel heiress allegedly received $400,000, as well as a portion of lawsuit settlements, which she allegedly contributed to charity. The emphasis is on reportedly, as she stated to GQ, "I never received a dime from the video. It's just dirty money, and Solomon should give it all to some charity for these abused or something." To be honest, I don't even think about it anymore. Number 24. Jennifer Lopez and Ohani Noah. During their honeymoon, Jennifer Lopez and her former husband, Ohani Noah, are said to have recorded a private tape. Lopez seems to be involved in an ongoing legal dispute as a result of the attempt to make it public. The Daily Beast reports that Lopez and Noah have been sued for years over the audio. Initially, she said that releasing the tape would be against the confidentiality agreement he signed during their breakup. The tape was reportedly locked up in a safe deposit box by a judge ordered by J-Lo's team back in 2011. However, in 2013, the former couple was still arguing over the terms of the settlement, with Ohani's side requesting $3.75 million. In a lighter vein, Lopez's response when Andy Cohen inquired if she had ever recorded a tape is priceless. Number 23. Colin Farrell and Nicole Narain. In 2003, Colin Farrell dated Playboy model Nicole Narain, with whom he made a comparatively infamous 14-minute tape. A few years after the tape's release, Colin filed a lawsuit, describing the experience as horrifying. "I was deposed for 4 hours explaining why I didn't want it to be released," he claimed. "God forbid, it's an on-demand movie in a hotel room and my mother says, 'Oh, I haven't seen this work of my son's,' and hits purchase." When Narain was accused by Farrell of, quote, trying to distribute the tape through an intermediary, which she denied, things got quite messy. In fact, she said the tape caused her to lose her job. In 2005, she stated, "I try not to let too many things get to me, but this is definitely stressful," clarifying that she did not give her permission for the recordings to be potentially distributed. "I really would like my name to be cleared. I have nothing to do with this." The scene where Colin taps Nicole and says, "This is my breakfast, lunch, and dinner," with a thick Irish accent will always stick in the viewer's head and cause awkwardness. Narain was named a co-defendant along with David Hans Schmidt, the individual trying to sell the tape, according to Martin Singer, Farrell's attorney, who stated that Narain had the chance to, quote, join with us in stopping the tape from being exploited, and she refused. I have a written agreement that authorizes me to procure the sale and distribution of the Colin Farrell, Nicole Narain video, Schmidt stated, declining to explain to people how he came to own the footage. In the end, Farrell and Narain reached a confidential settlement of their dispute. When Farrell made light of the recording with Sharon Osbourne in 2013, he remarked, "The worst thing about making a tape is that you can't blame anyone for bad dialogue." Number 22. Farrah Abraham and James Dean. 2013 saw the release of Farrah Abraham, star of Teen Mom, and James Dean's tape. Now that you're 21, you've pretty much been crying every night because you are single and alone. So you make your own video, celebrate your awesome body, and get your own shots. So the person you did this with has the urge to yell it out when he should be professional and is not. But you have companies that are interested, so why not sell it? And that's what I did, she declared in a video statement that she posted online, outlining the agreement she signed with Vivid Entertainment. The film was initially presented as a personal video that had leaked, but it soon became apparent that the leak was a marketing ploy and the video was actually a professional production. The Teen Mom actress first claimed that the Backdoor Teen Mom film was a celebration of her physique, before claiming that it had destroyed her life. Knowing that James Dean has been accused of rape and sexual abuse by numerous women makes it difficult to watch. Abraham sold it to Vivid Entertainment for about $1.5 million, and the profit was sufficient to fund a follow-up, Farrah 2, Backdoor Mom. Number 21. Mimi Faust and Nico Smith. Tapes and reality show stars are like peanut butter and chocolate. The Love and Hip Hop Atlanta actress and her inconsistent partner shot a hardcore film, which was inadvertently leaked and promptly taken down by Vivid Entertainment. A tape featuring Mimi Faust and Nico Smith from VH1's Love and Hip Hop Atlanta ended up in the possession of Steve Hirsch, the creator of Vivid Entertainment, in 2014. Before releasing the tape, Hirsch contacted Smith and Faust to get their okay, and they reportedly gave their approval, as Hirsch informed TMZ. Per TMZ, quote, he says Love and Hip Hop producers also gave their blessing, presumably in an effort to spice up the reality show for the next season. Although Mimi Faust is not Kim Kardashian West, she still hoped for some of that fame and fortune. Number 20. Kid Rock, Scott Stapp, and 4 groupies. Kid Rock and Scott Stapp of Creed recorded themselves having with 4 different women. Stapp was horrified and outraged when he saw the footage online and said that it had been taken from his house safe. Since it was Scott's performance that truly made the tape, Kid Rock referred to him as, quote, an idiot, and recommended that he earn the majority of any money made from the release. It was 1999. After releasing his massive 4th studio album, Devil Without a Cause, a year earlier, Kid Rock was experiencing immense success. The biggest Christian rock star of the 1990s had either just released or was about to release Creed's equally gigantic 2nd album, Human Clay, depending on the precise timing, which isn't really clear. The 2 performers were reportedly on tour together at the time of the American Badass's adult film debut, which is likely to have occurred following one of 2 Florida performances in late December that Kid Rock and Creed opened for Metallica. Though it's difficult to locate the tape itself online, several screenshots can be accessed on the Lost Media Archive website. These depict 2 males who are easily identified as Rock and Stapp, along with 2 women. Rock appears to be going to get naked, while Stapp is grinning and has no shirt on. The contents of the tape are summarized as follows by Lost Media. The 2 are shown partying, becoming very inebriated, and having with their groupies. The only additional information known about the tape is that Scott Stapp says, quote, it's good to be the king, at one point. Number 19. Hulk Hogan and his best friend's wife. Although Hulk Hogan did not receive permission from his own wife, Bubba gave him permission to have with his wife. Hogan, whose real name is Terry Bollea, sued Gawker Media for publishing this tape and for their coverage of it. Gawker declared bankruptcy after the $31 million settlement was reached. Gawker released a sex tape with Hogan and his then best friend, radio DJ Bubba the Love Sponge's wife, in 2012. Hogan, who claimed the footage was recorded 5 years earlier without his knowledge or authorization, famously sued Gawker Media for releasing it. The case's jury found in favor of Hogan in May 2016, giving him $115 million in damages, an award that essentially forced the media behemoth into bankruptcy. Gawker Media appealed the verdict, but it was upheld on appeal. Gawker then filed for bankruptcy, leaving Hogan as the sole winner in the lawsuit. Number 18. Kevin Hart and Eniko Parrish. Among the most well-known figures in Hollywood today is undoubtedly Kevin Hart, who has 4 children of his own after his wife Eniko Hart revealed on Instagram that she is expecting their second child. The actor has had a very successful start to the year. The 6-part Netflix documentary series Kevin Hart, Don't F This Up, which features the Jumanji The Next Level star, offers fans an intimate peek at his work process. Hart has been stealing screens for years. It's also evident throughout the series that he places a great deal of appreciation on his wife Eniko Hart, who has stood by him through both the highs and the lows, including his alleged infidelity, having sold out comedy tours, and welcoming their son Kenzo into the world. The voice on the tape is unmistakably Kevin Hart's, though it's fuzzy and difficult to hear. This was the comedian's second cheating incident. Before this tape was made public and extortion intentions were put to rest, Kevin Hart released a video in which he apologized to his wife and described his infidelity as, quote, an error in judgment. Number 17. Dustin Diamond. In 2006, Dustin Diamond, better known as Screech from Saved by the Bell, gave the world tape it never requested. Screeched, Saved by the Smell was the ridiculous title of a movie Diamond directed and distributed himself. When the film was first released, it seemed like a big hoax, and that's probably because it was. Years later, Diamond even went so far as to say that he employed a body double for the movie, and that he later added his own resemblance to the footage during an interview for Where Are They Now on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Quote, in my stupidity, I thought I could totally fake this. I could get a stunt person to take my place, he explained. It's my face, but nothing else. Looking back now in my 30s, I realized that was really dumb. What makes the video then? The cash, naturally. During the conversation, Diamond revealed that he got the idea after learning that Paris Hilton made $14 million from the sale of her controversial tape. My biggest source of embarrassment is this tape, Diamond said. And my friend exclaimed, $14 million? Holy smokes, where's the Screech tape? You gotta be worth at least $1 million. To which I replied, yeah, maybe, and that was the end of it. It turned out, though, that there wasn't a profitable enough market for Screech. I definitely got some money off of it, but it definitely wasn't worth what the fallout was, he said. People to this day look down on me. There's a lot of people who think, how disgusting of you. And I didn't really do it. Number 16. Amy Fisher and Louis Ballera. The most well-known incident involving Amy Fisher, known as the notorious Long Island Lolita, occurred when she was just 17 years old and shot and hurt Joey Buttafuoco's wife, who was 36 at the time. When Fisher decided to completely revamp her image in 2007, she filmed multiple tapes with her husband, Louis Ballera. Subsequently, more of Fisher's movies and unclothed photos surfaced online that year. By the time Fisher turned 33, she had established her own pornographic website, released the adult film Amy Fisher Caught on Tape on a pay-per-view basis, and organized a strip show tour around the country. Fisher declared her retirement from adult filmmaking in 2011. Number 15. Tonya Harding and Jeff Gillooly. Olympic figure skater Tonya Harding and her ex-husband Jeff Gillooly recorded a tape on their wedding night. Based on what he said, the two decided to sell the tape to Penthouse. As a result, they each collected $200,000 in addition to royalties. As you may recall, the attack on Nancy Kerrigan at Cobo Arena in Detroit in 1994 was planned and executed by Gillooly. For his part in the attack, Gillooly received a prison sentence. The attack occurred following a U.S. practice session for the national championships on January 6, 1994. Both Harding and Kerrigan were getting ready to participate in hopes of winning an Olympic spot for the U.S. in Norway. Kerrigan sustained injuries to her right knee in what became known as, quote, the whack heard round the world. Number 14. Eve and Stevie J. In 2005, Eve, a rapper and co-host of The Talk, recorded a tape with her partner at the time, Stevie J, which went viral online. Stevie J recounted saying, "I'm a pioneer. I made a tape and gave it to her, and she took it on the road, on tour with her, and the rest was history. It wasn't me. I didn't leak that joint. I could have leaked it. I gave it to her, and one of her girlfriends leaked it. Thank you very much. I don't want my beefcake all over the street." When that happened, tapes weren't hot like that, and I got the FBI involved. In response to claims that the tape was purposefully leaked, Eve responded, "So that's not something I wanted to happen. I respect my mother and my family, and that's not something I am okay with. And it hurt my heart that anyone who was in my circle, whether it be Stevie or anyone else, it hurt my heart that it went out there. That wasn't my thing." Number 13. Chelsea Handler. In 2010, Chelsea Handler made news when it was revealed that her tape was being sold. However, she later clarified that the tape was prepared as a joke and included clips from her stand-up comedy. She claimed on her talk show, "The tape you have is an old tape that was done for a stand-up comedy bit. I would like to say to Radar Online, thanks for ruining my surprise Christmas gift to my staff." Number 2, it was made as a joke. I put it on an audition tape for a comedy club because I'm a comedian and I've been showing it at birthday parties for effing years. Although the tape was never made public, Chelsea dismissed it saying, "I think that's why nobody actually saw it, even though people were talking about it." This is in contrast to the idea that the recording was a joke. Number 12. John Edwards and Rielle Hunter. When information about the former presidential candidate's relationship with Rielle Hunter was disclosed in 2008, he became embroiled in a scandal. It was said in 2010 that there was a tape of them carrying out their affair. The Daily Beast claimed that the video was shot in September or October 2007, during Edwards' presidential campaign. At the time of filming, Hunter's pregnancy with Edwards' kid was estimated to be 4 or 5 months along. The fact that Elizabeth Edwards, John's wife, was suffering from cancer at the time particularly infuriated critics. In 2010, she passed away. Number 11. China and X-Pac. A 2004 tape featuring professional wrestlers Joni Laurer, better known as China, and Sean Waltman, aka X-Pac, was leaked by the same business that released a tape of Paris Hilton. So what's the name of X-Pac and China's tape? One Night Spent in China. China insists she never received any money for the tape, despite reports that the couple split the earnings. Released through Red Light District Video, it was recognized by the Adult Video Network as the best-selling title of the year for 2006. As a result of her choice, China was essentially cut off from the WWE and never again appeared on the platform before her death in April 2016. Not long after her passing, Sean thought back to when he'd last seen her. "I left her with the people at rehab," he said in an interview with The Tomorrow Show. "Since I was also damaged, there was nothing I could do to help her recover. I was unable to bring that about. Toward the end, she refused to accept a reservation, even if I was in the same building." China did assert in one of her final interviews that the 2004 movie was released without her permission, a claim Waltman has refuted. Sean, who is now older, has rebuilt his life and returned to wrestling, showing up unexpectedly at the Game Changer wrestling event. He was inducted twice into the WWE Hall of Fame, alongside DX in 2019 and the NWO in 2021. Earlier this year, he made a pitch for an appearance at WWE's Royal Rumble event, but it was never fulfilled. In an interview with Sports Illustrated, he now says that a lot of my health issues have been resolved. I've worked on my body and gotten a lot of my health issues resolved. After years of hardship, my right knee is currently in excellent condition. This is holistic. I'm pleased, driven, and hungry. It goes beyond simply getting my body back into shape. I have also improved mental clarity. I'd want to play a couple tracks from the new album tonight. I have a lot I want to prove to the people who have supported me over the years. Number 10. Tulisa. As part of an upcoming Celebrity Gogglebox season, Tulisa will return to television, though many of her admirers may have been curious about her recent activities. The singer, who became well known in the 2000s with her hip-hop group N-Dubs, was a mainstay of both music and television before disappearing for a while. To be fair, Tulisa was already somewhat well known when the video of her kissing her ex-boyfriend surfaced. However, the event did greatly increase the X Factor judge and N-Dubs singer's media coverage. She was chosen as FHM's World's Woman in the World after the tape was leaked. In the video, the half-Greek singer acknowledged that she and her ex-partner Justin Edwards, nicknamed DJ Ultra, were the ones in the leaked footage. She said he was selling the tape on purpose. Number 9. Katie Price. Between 1998 and 2000, glamour girl Katie Price, also known as Jordan, and another level vocalist Dane Bowers had a passionate romance. Tape featuring them was released online during this period, garnering so much interest that it was viewed by an astounding 20 million people. Jordan went from being a glamour girl to an overnight celebrity due to this occurrence. Number 8. Kendra Wilkinson. Although Playmate Kendra Wilkinson reportedly dated Playboy founder Hugh Hefner for 5 years, her tape was recorded long before she became well known. She was 18 when the video was shot in 2003 and made available in May of 2010. However, it was revealed in 2014, just before she entered the I'm a Celeb jungle, that the Playboy model had also taped a lesbian adventure with a female pal. Number 7. Carolyn Murphy. Model Carolyn Murphy experienced a breach of privacy in 1999. Murphy was married to Jake Schroeder at the time, and during their honeymoon, the two recorded a tape. Later, when Schroeder attempted to sell the tape, he was accused of extortion and grand theft. In response, Murphy pursued her modeling career and even dabbled in acting. Murphy carefully managed the scandal's publicity, preventing it from getting worse like other occurrences. Number 6. Kevin Hart, Part 2. In 2017, a woman Kevin Hart had sex with said she was unaware that the couple was being filmed throughout the deed, landing him in the middle of a video controversy. Hart was allegedly blackmailed by the woman, but he declined to pay and later apologized in public to his wife and children. The woman sued the comedian for $60 million in September 2019, saying that he had videotaped her without her consent. Eventually, the case was dismissed. Number 5. Vince Neil and Janine Linda Mulder. This is such a blonde video. It's difficult to distinguish between one person's hair and the other's when they're making out. The fact that this video features the renowned Janine Linda Mulder, who specialized in girl-on-girl work for the majority of her pornographic career, made it extremely interesting when it was first published. When the tape was released, Vince was, well, far beyond his prime. But it was all about her. After the release of the film, she's had on camera with a few different guys who elicit far more thrilling reactions from her than Vince did. Number 4. Chris Humphries and Mila Sinanaj. In August 2013, Mila Sinanaj, a TV personality who later became a Kardashian wannabe, and Chris Humphries, the ex-husband of Kim Kardashian, recorded a tape. Sinanaj has been making every effort to emulate Kim, even going so far as to have plastic surgery to mimic her appearance. A Humphries insider revealed to HollywoodLife.com that Chris was friendly with Mila, a Kim Kardashian impersonator, but only because she assisted him in making reservations at the hotel where she worked for friends who were staying. The source said, they talked on the phone and texted, but they never went on a date or were in a relationship. It was only a companionship. However, the insider claimed that Team Humphries thinks Mila has been claiming to be Chris's girlfriend for some time. According to a source close to the media, she lost it because he convinced her that he wasn't looking for a relationship, even though she expected more. After that, she began to threaten him, saying she would go to the media and fabricate stories. Mila fully admits that she shot a skin flick for Vivid. She told TMZ she genuinely believes her new tape will make her the next Kim Kardashian. Mila tells TMZ, quote, "I may not like Kim, but she was smart and and I look a lot like her. So why not make a tape and make millions and get a reality show?" Number 3. Minka Kelly. Minka asserted that she was having intercourse without realizing she was being filmed. She was obviously aware of what was happening though, based on the way she looked at the camera and moved her body. The idea that the girl might not have been of legal age when the video was made was much more worrisome. A leaked X-rated tape featuring Minka Kelly, who was allegedly being, quote, peddled to the highest bidder, that purportedly dated back to 1998, sent the internet into a frenzy in 2012. The Friday Night Lights star may not have been of legal age at the time, according to rumors that gave rise to the dispute. The 30-minute video had Brandy's record Never Say Never playing in the background, which is about the time the claims surfaced. The project in question was made available a few weeks prior to Minka turning 18. Number 2. Courtney Stodden. Courtney Stodden initially gained notoriety following her marriage to actor Doug Hutchinson, who was considerably older than she was. At the time of the marriage, Stodden was just 16 and Hutchinson was 52. After confirming the existence of the Courtney Stodden tape in 2013, Vivid Entertainment published Courtney Uncovered, the Courtney Stodden tape in 2015. Number 1. Usher. R&B artist Usher gained notoriety after Quantasia Sharpton claimed to have a video of their related hookup and accused him of exposing her to herpes. Sharpton was among 3 female accusers of the musician who leveled the same charge. Usher requested the matter be dropped in 2018, arguing he had, quote, no duty of care. In 2011, it was claimed that someone had broken into Usher's vehicle and taken 2 laptops, 2 video cameras, and jewelry valued at around $1 million. TMZ claims that there was a tape between Usher and his ex-wife Tamika Raymond somewhere in there. The video wasn't purchased at the time, but it seems like someone has tried to sell it today. And so ends our list of 30 startling celebrities caught with leaked tapes. Which one shocked you the most? Don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe for more intriguing tales from Hollywood.